Virgo, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with your current energy and just see what is happening in your world. What's influencing you? Virgo, you are in a very positive, very giving state of mind right now. The energy pouring off of you is all about opportunities and possibilities. Tell me about your near future. Tell me about your hopes or fears and your potential outcome. So looking here at bottom of the deck, this is really interesting because when I pulled these cards out to line everything up to start the readings, this was the card that I looked at and I was wondering whose reading this was going to show up in. Interesting, because I also don't use the same decks for every reading. So it was just, I gravitated towards this deck for you. So what I really love about this energy is this is that flip and positive. So there was a period of time where things just weren't working for you. You felt very left out in the cold, very abandoned. That entire mindset has shifted for you and you've started taking a different approach to life. You've recognized that continuing to focus on the negative is not bringing in anything positive for you. So you're going to start focusing on the positive, and that's the energy that I'm getting. And I'm even just, without even looking at your cards, I can just feel the energy coming off of them, and I love it for you. You've got this brand new beginning here with the Fool, influenced by the Six of Pentacles. So this is all about generosity, give and take. There is, it looks like opening yourself up, or maybe you possibly started a new relationship here with this Two of Cups energy, but there is a lot of like this new beginning energy coming from you that you're just ready to start over or start again or something along those lines. In your past position, I'm seeing the High Priestess here. So love that, because this was something that you came to internally. The High Priestess is a very intuitive card. And really what that means is that you're listening to your heart and you're not letting your head control everything. Your mind will always try to tell you, oh, it will point out all the negatives and things, but your heart's like, everything's different. Give it a chance. And so that's where you are right now. And from a strength position, I love seeing this Page of Cups because, again, like this is all about making a love offer. This is all about kind of, I want to say getting back to basics, but it's also, it's kind of more of like a reset for you. And this is coming at the end of a painful cycle. So whatever happened here in the past, the Ten of Swords, I know it's showing in the upright here, but this feels a lot like closure. So it's about just separating. Whatever happened in the past isn't going to necessarily repeat in the future. Well, it's never going to repeat the exact same way because no two people are the same, and no two relationships are the same, but it doesn't have to repeat in any way in the future. What I'm seeing here, this is you flipping it. So again, I know this Justice is showing up in reverse, but it took you a little bit to realize that the negative you were focused on, you could easily just invert it and make it positive. And that's exactly what this Knight of Wands energy, that's what you started doing. You started focusing on the things that you want instead of the things that you lost. Three of Wands energy, very interesting that this is showing up in your hopes or fears, because this is about patience. This is about taking the time necessary in order to get what you want. And it feels like you finally come to a place you're not willing to rush anything. You want things to take their time if it's going to be right. You don't want to rush it, because even when something maybe long-term is right, when you rush it, it can go bad, and you don't want that. What I'm seeing here in your potential outcome is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and this is the decisions that you've made. In the past, you had maybe, I'm just going to say, talked to a lot of different people, maybe gone on some dates, and it was just kind of like, well, I liked this about this person, that about that person. And now you're kind of putting all of that together to figure out what it is that you truly want. And so this is all really, really positive for you, Virgo. Let's start clarifying and see if we can get more details here. Let's see if I can get one card on the Fool with the Six of Pentacles. Seven of Swords in reverse. Again, this feels very connected to this Ten of Swords. If somebody lied to you, possibly even cheated on you in the past, this is something that you're putting in the past. You're leaving it there. You're healing from that, or you have healed from that. Two of Cups, I'm getting the Page of Swords in reverse. So this may not be, you may not be in a connection right now, or even talking to somebody that you want to be in a connection with, but it does feel a lot like that's your focus right now. It's really centering and honing in on what you want. And just making yourself open emotionally to a new beginning. Tell me about the High Priestess. Queen of Wands. I like this because this is that flipping of the energy. This is focusing, allowing your heart to really recognize what you want and then go after it. I love that energy. Tell me about the Page of Cups. Ace of Cups. Yep, new beginnings in love. This is really where your head is. It may have taken you a while to get here. It does feel like this last chapter took a little bit longer to close than maybe you wanted, but it was all about that shift in mindset for you. And with the eclipse that we're about to have, I mean, it's all about new beginnings. It's a new moon eclipse. So interesting that I get the moon card coming out for you. So clarifying the Ten of Swords is the moon in reverse. There were a lot of lessons that you needed to learn on this journey for yourself. And it feels like you have collected those lessons. You've learned those lessons. You see things very clearly. And you got to a point in your mind where you were able to kind of reconcile what it is that happened, what your responsibility was in that situation, what the other person's responsibility was. There was a lot of healing here. This was a healing process, a healing journey that is finally coming to a close. Tell me about the Justice card. Three of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so this happened. This already happened. This is that flipping energy. The Three of Wands is out here twice. Once in reverse and once in the upright. And I kind of love this for you. Knight of Wands, Eight of Cups. Yep. If something wasn't working for you and focusing too much on the past and the past pain and whatever it is that you went through and just kind of nitpicking every conversation that may have happened between you and another person, at the end of the day, you made some decisions within yourself to focus on the positive and go after what you want and walk away from the things that were not serving you anymore. Like this other person's deceit. You probably realized that that's the other person's character flaw. It had nothing to do with you. It had nothing to do with your relationship. It is all ingrained in their mind. I mean, it's not a decision you can control. If they deceived you in other ways, more narcissist type of energy, you definitely learned your lesson there as well. With the Three of Wands, I have the King of Pentacles in reverse, interesting, and I have the Six of Wands in the upright. So the numbers 3 and 6 might mean something to you because that's just coming across to me pretty clearly right now, but you're willing to wait to get exactly what you want. That's it. That's where you are. King of Pentacles in reverse. So this is, if your past relationships were more centered around what this other person could provide you, that's shifting. If it's more about, well, maybe there's not a strong emotional connection or something else, but there is like a financial stability here or something along those lines, something outside of the heart space. You let something else dominate your relationships, and now you're switching that. You want it to be focused more on your heart space, what it is that you truly want. Where are you emotionally fulfilled? Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Cups. Yeah, lots of decisions being made here. Page of Cups is out here twice. Lots of decisions being made. What is it that you want? What is it that you're willing to go after? Because this feels a lot like you're getting ready to take some next steps when it comes to dating. Any last messages for Virgo? Yep. Here we go. Full moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. This is that journey. This is that healing journey that's getting ready to close, if it hasn't already closed for you. So Virgo, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.